Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Bob's Live, our weekly show right here on the internet. And well, this week I've got a couple different things for us. But first up, I wanted to head out somewhere that we haven't gone for a while, and that is to the greenhouse to see what we have growing. It's been a few weeks. We went to cultivate, and then last week we were checking out the Franklin Park Conservatory. So I thought it would be a good time to catch back up because we're starting to get right into that fall season. And really, we've got two main crops that we grow in the fall. One is fall mums, and then the other is our fall pansies. And our fall mums, I think I've posted them online before, back when we first got them in, all the way back at the beginning of June. It was kind of late May, early June when we got our mums in as little cuttings that were about this big. And since that time, we've grown roots on them and transplanted them into pots. And they've been trimmed since then so that way they would bush out and get bushier. And well, now we have them out in the fields where they will grow to their finished size and start to bloom before being sold as wholesale and then also heading to our own stores. So let's check out a small part of this year's mum crop. This morning I'm here on the banks of the Ohio River at a greenhouse we appropriately call the River Range. And here we have a small part of this year's chrysanthemum crop. Let's take a look at it. So down here, not only do we have this greenhouse completely filled with mums, we also have mums spilling out into the outdoor growing area along the river. And all of these mums have drip irrigation tubes. So here you can see part of the irrigation system. We have this main line that comes out right along the sidewalk here, and it comes down and ties into these two valves. They go up to these two headers, and then each header branches off into a drip tube. And what we can do is once we pull all the plants on that tube, we can turn off this valve and isolate that section so that way we're not watering an area where we no longer have plants. For our next mum update, we'll head to a location where we have just a few more mums. So yeah, as our fall mums start to develop their collar, I'm going to start posting more pictures of them on Facebook and also sharing a couple other areas where we have mums. So you want to check that out. So in order to see those photos and videos, you want to make sure that you follow us online. So you can find us on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and also over on TikTok at Bob's Market. And yeah, as I said, our mums are going to start developing collar over the next about a month or so. And what causes mums to change and start to bloom is actually the day length. So that's why we actually grow most of our mums outside. That way they're getting exposed, fully to the sun. And that's what triggers them to bloom is the shortening day length. It's very similar to poinsettias and how poinsettias need short day lengths in order to change color. Which that's another crop that we have growing right now. Right now it's cuttings, then they're going to get transplanted, much the same way as the mums. Well, the next thing that I wanted to look at this week is the weather, because we've had some pretty crazy weather recently. Right now we're getting actually some pretty good weather. There's actually a heat advisory out for us right now. And yeah, I was down at the river range this morning recording that video. It was toasty. The thermometer inside the greenhouse, I'm not sure if it's right or not, but it was hovering right around the 100-degree mark. But yeah, right now it's 86 out, or in the 80s and sunny. We've had just a ton of rain recently, so that's driving up the humidity and really making it kind of uncomfortable outside. Uh, but right now, today and tomorrow are probably the best times to catch up on any gardening work that you might have missed out on because of the rain. I know my own gardening plans got kind of rained out over the weekend. In fact, I missed mowing my yard because, well, I had a dishwasher that died, so I had to make an unexpected trip to Home Depot over the weekend. Um, but anyhow, yeah, today and tomorrow, great time to catch up on gardening because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's also looking like Sunday. We might have a chance of some rain, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Of course, I've been comparing. This is Microsoft's weather. I've been comparing that to AccuWeather, and they're both giving conflicting forecasts. So, looking out into the future, it's always hard to plan for the weekend, especially on Tuesday. Um, but yeah, Microsoft is saying that it's going to be rainy on Saturday and Sunday. AccuWeather is saying rain on Saturday, but then better weather on Sunday. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The next thing that I wanted to take a look at is an event that actually happened last weekend. And that is a tractor show and parade that they had at the Farm Museum. And I recommend going to local events like that. It was a pretty small event, tons of tractors there, but it was just an enjoyable morning. It started, I think, around 10 a.m., 10 a.m., and the parade left around noon, so I just went and walked around there for like an hour or so, checking out the tractors. It's cool to see, all the different makes and models and stuff. And oh, okay, yeah, that's a great. We're getting some spam, a spam comment. Let's delete that. Confirm. Bye bye. Okay. Yep, I'll deal with that later. um, but yeah, the tractor parade and show, it was awesome. And it was really fun to go to and watch. And yeah, it was just a relaxing morning. So I wanted to kind of set a relaxing tone with the video. So I'm actually going to use it to end today's show. So this is it for me. So until next week, keep growing.